Welcome to Auntie M's. This is the antique store on Main Street, Hopkins. Incredible things. In fact, found this golf bag. My mom used to have one just like this. Now it's worth $300. Actually, the price tag is $18. But anyway, this is the place where my sister got the lamp and the lampshade from different ends of the store and put it together. When she tried to check out, they told her that those two things didn't belong. But anyway, let's go inside to see where the miracle happened of the Trinity knot. So come on in, the sixth song for Keys to Heaven. Dad, come on in. The house that all five O'Neill kids grew up in is now the house that our sister Mary lives in with her husband Doug and her two kids.
And the one room that I had really no plans for right away was the front living room. And so that sat empty.
Mary, even 3 or 4 months maybe before our dad had passed, had really had a strong desire to do some redecorating, rearranging of the living room. Again, the living room in the house that we all grew up in. I mean, it was the same living room, the same furniture. It was in the same place while we were there for 20 years. And so Mary, having bought the house from Mom and Dad, wanted to do her own thing with it. She's the only girl of 5 kids. Yeah, so each month we're picking a different song. So we wrote a song called Dad that's going to be the June story around Father's Day.
Nice.
For our website, yeah. And so she moved all the furniture out, and Dad, I think, came up with the idea with Mary to do kind of an antique-y theme.
In January, Dad was in the hospital, and he called me from the hospital, just like he always would. Just like nothing was new, nothing was different, and he said, Mary, do you know what? I know what you can put in that room. And I said, what, Dad? He said, you know, up in your attic, you have Grandpa's old rocking chair.
Dad said, well, actually, up in the attic, there is my dad's rocking chair. So that was the first thing they put into the room. And our sister has a daycare business. And so she's home all day, and Dad would come over and sit in the rocking chair and look around the room. And
he was so proud of that chair and so proud that I had it in the room.
So, you know what, you should get some antique furniture, maybe an old mirror. When I grew up in the farm in Wisconsin, so Dad would always give Mary ideas on what to put in the room.
My dad passed away early on a Sunday morning, and we were all able to be there. And it was very neat. Dad always liked to have our family close, and I know that having us all there when he passed away meant a lot to him. The days after that turned into maybe a week later. And one night, my mom came over. It was dark out. It was like 9 o'clock at night. She came to the back door and knocked, and she handed me a little box.
When my husband died, a very Irish man he was, by the name of O'Neill, I found a necklace that portrayed the 5 mysteries of Ireland. And I always considered my husband to be a mystery of Ireland also, being very Irish. After mine came, I decided that I would like to get one for my daughter, who has the maiden name of O'Neill, and for my 4 daughters-in-law, who have the last name of O'Neill.
This is one of the pieces that we have. It's actually the Celtic Trinity eternity knot. And this is the image that my mom bought in the necklace. Just shows the Trinity, which of course is a very Christian symbol, but just that how things never end, and there's no beginning and no end.
We drove to Hopkins one Saturday morning and met the girls. We went to an antique shop.
Mary saw a lamp that she loved in the antique store. She saw the base of the lamp in one side of the store and saw the lamp shade in the other side of the store and said, I think these two look great and I'm going to buy them.
And right away the gal who owned the place said, oh, that ruins the look of the lamp. It looks awful. I loved it. It was wonderful. And I knew when I turned on that light, I thought to myself, I wish those 3 candelabra lights worked. But it's okay. And it was one evening, my daughter's girlfriend came over, and my daughter Molly said, Mom, can we go play cards? And I said, why don't you go play in the living room? Dad and I are watching a show out here. I said, but turn the lights on in that room. My husband has asthma, and he needed his inhaler out of our bedroom. And he walked down the hallway and through the dining room, and then I heard him call my name. And the way that he called my name, I could tell that something either was wrong or urgent. I kind of ran into the dining room, and I said, what? And he was standing kitty corner from the living room, looking in, and he was pointing. And he said, Mary, look. He said, look at the shadow of the light. And as I looked, I thought, oh my gosh, that symbol is the Celtic knot.